Joyce, tell me, how did you meet Sonny?
Well, Sonny and I were members of a group called the People's Music Network, and I was producing concerts in Philadelphia, and she's been producing concerts all over the world. And we're both well. No, we met at these music conferences, basically of singers and songwriters who sang songs of peace and social conscience.
Songs of freedom and struggle.
Songs of freedom and struggle.
That was the name of the network.
Right. We met there, and we were surrounded by some of the finest talent in the country, I think, at that time. Some of the best singer-songwriters since Phil, probably, along with Pete Seeger.
Who showed up
all the time. Earl Robinson, whom I adored. And folks that came from coast to coast to just be part of this organization.
And so, as you're putting this concert on now, why Lake Worth and why now?
Well, Lake Worth is a very special place. It's a microcosm. It's the Greenwich Village of Florida. We're as close to it as you could get within the state of Florida. It's got every kind of person. It's got all kinds of talents and the kinds of talents that we want to stretch. And people begin to bounce off of each other. There's a synergy when musicians begin to work together. And, a lot of these musicians who are younger than we are talk about the 60s, and they talk about all of this stuff, but they have no sense of the real history of the time. And we thought that through this concert, we could give them that sense of history.
And she was the one who had the idea, and she called me up, and she said, it would be really neat if we could do this concert, or actually double concert here. And I said, all right, I'll show up. So she did all the work and I showed up. It was great.
And we want local performers to shine.
I came here not knowing what to expect, and Joyce had mentioned that it was going to be local performers. And I figured, oh well, what the heck? If it's people who are willing to learn Phil's songs, we'll go with it. And I was really, really impressed with the quality of the performances. It was really wonderful. It was really nice. And now there are a bunch of new people singing Phil's songs, and that's my goal.
Tell us, Joyce Phil Ochs.
Joyce with Phil Ochs.
And you won't find me singing on this song when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here.
She's coming down.
Won't see the golden of the sun when I'm gone. And the evenings and the mornings will be one when I'm gone. Can't be singing louder than the guns while I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here.
Phil is making a video documentary of this whole event.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to deal with the performance itself and all of the performers and why we're doing it. And so you're going to have an amazing thing happen because of this. Okay, we're going into the Lake Worth Playhouse. It's a 300-seat theater. Our performers will be up on the stage on Sunday. Hopefully we'll be filled with 300 people by the end of the ticket sales on Sunday.
We've been thinking about having a Phil Ochs song night in Lake Worth. I think pretty much since we met Joyce last winter, which coincided with when it was shortly after the documentary Phil Ochs There But for Fortune came out. Rod McDonald arranged with Sonny Ochs to come down to do some Phil Ochs song nights that we were able to hook into Sonny being down and having a different kind of song night with local players, some of whom had never heard Phil's music before. And that's how we got involved, to recruit musicians and figure out the songs and put the show together, as you heard me muttering before about. The rehearsals have been going well and giving us an opportunity to find the voices that blend together to make it work. And it's fun because we're making ensemble songs where we're breaking it down for everybody to participate in the song.
Good. So everybody knows
what's happening? Can I tell all of you at the same time while you're writing? Okay, they're tuning up, Sean and Mike. We're going to just run through all the songs in the order for the people who are here. Okay, so when you're not in a song, come back and sign. Okay? Good. Hi.
My singing partner.
Hey, we're from Pink Slip.
We are Pink Slip.
Don't ask us why we're called that. It's a sad tale.
Sad tale of lost
See how sad
employment.
we are about it.
Actually, it's a happy tale.
You're still not quite over it.
Yeah, yeah.
We hope we never get over it. We want to stay Pink Slipped forever.
Mel and Vinny were walking around, asking for local musicians, also along with Joyce, who's one of the artists here at the gallery, and said they wanted to put on a production with local musicians, for local musicians, and by local musicians. I play in a lot of the open mics around town, so I got asked to audition. One of the lucky ones to be picked.
There we go.
So, all good.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. How'd you get into Phil Ochs music?
Never heard it until I started this project.
Really?
Really. So that's the other side of Mel and Vinny. I actually said to them, what song by Phil Ochs do you think fits me? And they gave me a heads up on a song called Draft Dodger Rad. I learned it and I'm performing it in the show. Yeah, I'm too young to be a draft dodger. But be that as it may, I learned the song, I'm going to perform it and have fun. That's what this is all about.
Knock on the door, knock on the door. Here they come to take one more, In the lobby.
That's fine.
So, now we have all the pieces.
Okay, great.
And this copy's for the dressing room.
Yeah, I think we should just put it on top of the monitor. Maybe better down here.
Oh, you are going to hold on to your copy?
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
have
I'm
mine.
going to be up there, and yours is the swing copy. If one disappears...
It'll be cruising around with me wherever I go.
Right.
Once we get going.
And that gets rid of some of the crust.
Better hurry.
Roy Clark Big Note Songbook. I'm ready to go. Jeez, man, you got some chops there.
I'm trying to get rid of them. There's an ointment that'll clear that up. From the Orient that I expect to have in my trailer.
Go back to the studio. I'm gonna pick on you.
We haven't changed anything.
Good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something lovely?
Now,
I can't question how or when or why when I'm gone. Can't live proud enough to die when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here.
Now let's do a chorus of Too Many Marches.
Because he was just such a phenomenal songwriter. I think that he's totally underrated. I think that I think he was overshadowed by guys like Bob Dylan. I think that he definitely had his own voice. And for me personally, like Dylan, sometimes it takes people longer to get into him because his voice had a very specific character that I don't think is for everyone. But once you listen to it a lot and you allow it to sort of permeate your brain, it's very enjoyable. There's a lot in there.
My connection to Phil Ochs is through Rod McDonald. He and I have played music together here in Florida for 15 years, thereabouts. And so I met him very early on when I came to Florida. And as part of our set, occasionally we will sing several Phil Ochs songs. And it was only when I came here and was asked to take part in this tribute to Phil Ochs that I realised we were singing Phil Ochs songs all along. So I really wasn't that plugged into his music, but I'm just a lover now. I am hooked. I can't say enough about his lyrics, and I truly believe he must have been Irish somewhere because he has a very acute sense of humour in his songs. So I'm loving the whole process. I'm just here and part of this ensemble, and I'm just really honoured and delighted. And it's a treat. It's just fabulous.
So, concert's about to go on, the first show.
It is.
How do you feel right now?
I'm excited. I feel good. I feel good about it. Put a lot of energy into it.
What are you most excited about tonight? Like, is there a particular song you're really excited to play?
I think all of them are going to be fun, but the ones with the ensembles are going to be the best. I'm looking forward to the first one, Power and Glory, Love Me I'm a Liberal, and the last song too. I think all of those, When I'm Gone, is going to be great. I'm excited for all of those when we're all on stage together.
Nice. I just was curious, what is it about Phil's music that, personally resonates to you?
Well, I think that he spoke really honestly about things that people are uncomfortable dealing with. So I think that he was one of the folks who set a platform that made it okay for people to do songs about these kinds of topics, controversial things that are painful parts of our history, but they are parts of our history. So I think that's very cool. I think he set a stage for that in a lot of ways. Some of the other folks who were doing that at the same time. I heard some of his. My grandpa played folk music, so I grew up on like Pete Seeger was a big name in our house. So traditional folk music was a part of my life, and I didn't know Phil by name until maybe a year or so ago, and I realized that I knew some of the songs because they were songs that my grandpa played when we were really small. But I've only discovered him really and gotten into his music and really kind of investigated since I've been an adult.
Let's go, guys.
Don't we need to line up for Power and Glory?
Yeah, let's get out there and get ourselves set up.
Oh, shit. I mean, cool.
How you doing, Adult Mike?
Adult Mike?
Adult Mike?
Dope. Dope.
We ready?
Ready? Let's do it.
I already had it. Now, if only I could learn some Phil Ochs songs, it'd be good.
There's a video, or not a video.
Are you excited?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about the song that you're singing.
We're doing two songs. One is Changes, which is a song sort of about, the macro and the micro, human experience and the cosmic experience, There was never a word that Phil Ochs didn't like.
Did you hear about this tribute show?
I was doing a show right here at Tappers, one of the local places that do music, and Mel came up. Mel and Vinny were there. She came up and said, "How would you like to be involved in this thing in a couple months as Phil Ochs revival show?" I said, "Sounds great." So I had no idea how much work was involved, but because there's rehearsals and stuff. I said, "Yeah, sounds good. I'll come along and play." Everybody likes a Phil Ochs song every now and then. So, we just got swept up in it, and since then we've been involved in putting the show together, the choreography and the blocking. The music is the easiest part, of course, because we all do that, and it's just fun. It's nice. It's good, and you go over those lyrics over and over, and you realize where he's coming from, which is a lot of fun. And you get to hear the others sing the songs you may not have, really put a finger on and listen to a lot. And it's a nice educational experience. It's been great.
Build high, build wide your prison wall, that there be room enough for all who hold you in contempt. Build wide, that all the land be locked inside.
What is it about Phil's music that personally resonates to you?
I first started listening to Phil's music when he was, very much alive and active. Actually, he's one of the first singer-songwriters that I gravitated towards when I was beginning to play the guitar. I really liked his stuff. So the first songs of his that I learned were really for the guitar parts, like Changes and When I'm Gone and Bracero, and songs that had really interesting melodies. The two songs I'm doing in this show, actually, I wouldn't have been able to play at that time. They're more complicated than that. But then, of course, I loved his words as well. And just thought that he had such a powerful point of view. And I think that I've found the way he thought in songs to be very good for my own way of looking at the way things worked. The way he expressed what was going on, and the peace movements, and the way the country was acting in various situations. I liked the way he approached those. That he was both funny, and, could be biting, really black humor, and at the same time very righteously angry, and yet on some level also objective, which I respected. For example, on Love Me, I'm a Liberal, he actually takes on, I Ain't Marching Anymore, he takes on labor leaders, his own kind of constituency. He was, I think, a bit of a gadfly in the sense that he wasn't afraid to speak what he had to say, even if it didn't agree with the preordained line of people that would normally support him. So I think he had a lot of courage. So there's a bunch of reasons right there, and that's just the start of it.
Sonny was saying earlier that some of us didn't know Phil's music, but I actually met Phil a couple times. The first time was in a place called the Kettle of Fish in New York, and he was, can I get a little more of this, and maybe a little less low end on it? And he was organizing the concert in Madison Square Garden to call attention to the American participation in the 1973 coup in Chile. And he, just a little more, please. And I told him I'd written a song about it, which I had, and he invited me to come sing it for him the next day. And I went up to this office, and the place was full of people, and the phones were ringing, and typewriters were clacking away. He squatted down on his haunches and he said, "Play me your song." And he made the entire office stop what they were doing for about 6 minutes of probably a really long, slow, boring song that I've written that I don't even remember anymore. Cool. But I remember that he did it because it was such a gracious thing to do, and what a wonderful thing it was for somebody like me who really was just starting out. So it's a great honor to sing his songs today. In the shed, sets the sail, they've left the tail to carry me to the shore, straining at the oar, we're staring from the rails, and the sea bids farewell. She waves and swells and sends them on their way. Time has been her pay, and time will have to tell. Oh, soon your sailing will be over. Come and take the pleasures of the harbor.
Wander in my words, dream about the that I play of changes. Green leaves of autumn turn red in the fall. Brown and to yellow they fade, and then they have to die, trapped within the circle time parade with changes. Your tears will be trembling, now we're somewhere else. One last cup of wine we will pour, and I'll kiss you one more time and leave you on the rolling river shore of changes.
The complicity of the courts in one southern state allowing racially motivated murders was rampant. And I think we know what that state was, Mississippi. I think Phil wrote at least 5 songs that had Mississippi in the title when he was doing a lot of his civil rights songs. Megan Eversole with the chorus performs Here's to the State of Mississippi.
Trees up before the side did 1,000 times, and the calendar is high when it reads the present time. Oh, here's to the land torn out the harbor of Mississippi. Find yourself another country to be part of. Here's to the people of Mississippi. They say the folks I know, they just don't understand. While they tremble in their shadows at the thunder of the land. For the sweating of their souls and washing the blood from off their hands. And the smiling shrug their shoulders at the murder of the land. Oh, here's to the land, here's torn out the heart of Mississippi. Find yourself another country to be part of. Here's to the schools in Mississippi, where they're teaching all their children that they don't have to fear. All the rudiments of hatred are present everywhere, and every single classroom is a factory of despair. And there's nobody learning such a fine word as fair. Oh, here's to the land you torn out the heart of Mississippi. Find yourself another country to be part of.
Hey everybody, let's get nasty. Light on. Oh, look outside the window, there's a woman being dragged. They dragged her to the bushes, now she's being stabbed. Maybe we should call the cops and try to stop the pain. But Monopoly is so much fun, I'd hate to blow the game. And I'm sure it wouldn't interest anybody outside of a small circle of friends. Now smoking marijuana is more fun than drinking beer. But a friend of ours got busted and they gave him 30 years. Maybe we should raise our voice and ask somebody why. But demonstrations are a drag and the signs are much too high. And I'm sure it would
so good.
Tell him the truth about me and Phil Ochs.
Well, Joan is madly in love with Phil Ochs.
And have been since
And it's unrequited love, but
like many of mine.
like many of her experiences in life. So when she found out there was a Phil Ochs tribute, she was like, we got to be in that. We got to be in that. And, so far, I think we're going to be in it.
So far, it's getting close.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Haven't kicked us out.
Another couple hours, we're in it.
Excuse me.
Are you coming along? All right.
Mississippi, many years ago, boy 14 years got a taste of son-in-law. He saw his friend a hand and his color was his crime. Blood on his jacket left a brand on his mind. Too many martyrs and too many dead. Too many lies, too many empty words were said. Too many times for too many angry men. Oh, let it never be again. His name is Medgar Evers and he walked his road alone. Like Emmett Till and thousands more whose name will never know. They tried to burn his home and they beat him to the ground. But deep inside they both knew what it took to bring him down. Too many martyrs and too many dead. Too many lies, too many empty words were said. Too many times for too many angry men. Oh, let it never be again. Put away the eyes home, hidden by the night. And the fire stepped back from his car into the rifle sight. He slowly squeezed the trigger, the bullet left his side. It struck the heart of every man that ever struck a die. Too many martyrs and too many dead. Too many mistakes.
I've seen the hands of the laborers lifting up the load, and the granite stuck to their fingers as they build the canals and roads. Just doing all they do, build up their things wall to wall, and on the hands of the neighbors is reaching out to you. Oh, the hands, your hands build the land. Your labor of the woman and the man, working with their hands. Think about the river, see all the people all into the land. Besides, there ain't no fool, I'm going to school, working in the defense plant. Think about the river, sweet all the people, I'm all into the land. Besides, there ain't no fool, I'm going to school, working in the defense plant.
Have you noticed his shoes? Have you noticed that his whole body's become an instrument because he's got the Moroccan on his shoes? Awesome.
I would like to correct you, Leslie.
Okay.
You know why? Because
Do it.
they're not just maracas, and I'm not just wearing moccasins. I'm wearing maracas. Hey, let's do the gas station going. You know what that's all about. Everything is going wrong. Everything's on my back. I got no one to talk to when I feel sad.
wondering where I've been. So fill her up with love, won't you, mister? Just a high chest, that's what I used to say. That was before I was my baby. I'll have $8 worth of regular today. I guess I should have never left my home. I should have stayed on the farm. The city life excited me, didn't think it's good and harm. But the more you folks I come to know, the less I seem to know. Those days go by too quickly, the nights go by so slow. So fill her up with that love, won't you, mister? Just a hot kiss, that's what I used to say. That was before I lost my baby. I'll have $8 worth of regular today. All right. Back to my drink, so I don't have to remember, and I won't have to think. You know what? Tomorrow might bring happiness, but it surely will bring another day. So I'm sorry, ladies, gotta bid you fare thee well. I'm going back to my time break. So fill her up with love, won't you, mister? Just a hot test, what I used to say. That was before I lost my baby. I'll have $8 worth of regular today. Remember back in the day when we would say $1 worth of regular today.
Everybody wants to be a star, but Phil kind of was a dichotomy because he wanted to be a star like everybody else, but he insisted on writing political songs that are hard hitting, and you can't really go on commercial television and sing "Here's to the State of Mississippi." Not going to work. So, but I'm very proud of him that he didn't give up his politics, that he stuck by his guns and kept that up. But then he wrote a song that had to do with if you do find fame, what happens to you, what it does to you, and what better person to interpret that than our buddy over here, Joey George.
Climbing off the stage one night, breathing his last breath. Apology and a cigarette is all he had left. He said, I see you like to play music, son, carrying that guitar. But God help me, troubadour was behind the star. I seen a lot of you hustlers trying to take on the world. When you start your melody, you surrounded by the girls. The reporters ask the questions, you write down what they say. all can fade quickly like a warm summer's day. Won't play that chorus of love, play those chords of pain. But if you want to keep your song going, play the chords of pain. Cause you carry that guitar. God help the troubadours of dark star. But they'll take your innocence and spit you out for sale. And then if you have to get successful, that's when you will fail. I played the game, kid, I've been there. I really can't complain. Just wonder who I left behind the curtain. Won't play the chords of love, play the chords of pain. But if you want to keep your song going, just play the chords of love, sunny days and rain. But if you want to keep your song going, play the chords, man. Play the chords.
Phil spelled it out for them in a scathing song. His satiric humor cuts close to the bone, even now. Megan, again, our lovely voice, will lead us in Love Me, I'm a Liberal. Please sing along.
In every American community, there are varying shades of political opinion. One of the shadiest of these is the liberals. An outspoken group on many subjects. 10 degrees to the left of center in good times, 10 degrees to the right of center when it affects the good. So here then is Phil's lesson in safe logic. That pride in the shine and the letters, tears went down my spine. That pride in the shine is stupidity, so I lost a fire of mine. But Malcolm X got what was coming, he got what he asked for this time. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. Yeah. That goes to the civil rights rallies, that put down the old DNR. DNR, that's the American Revolution. I love every city and Sandy. I hope that the colored boy becomes a star. But don't talk about revolution, that's going a little bit too far. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. That shield concrete was chosen, my faith in the system restored. And I'm glad that the counties were thrown out of the FLCIO board. That the Puerto Ricans and Negroes, as long as they don't move next door. So love me, love me, love me, I'm a liberal. Our people of Mississippi should all lay their heads in shame. Now I can't understand how the minds work. What's the matter? Don't they watch that strain? But it asks me to bust my children. I won't have to sit down and name. was young and impulsive. I've already conceivable. Went to the socialist meetings, learned all the old union hymns. All I've grown older and wiser, and that's why I'm turning you in. So love me, love me, love me. I'm a liberal.
Oh, wow.
You're so awesome. There's a different crackle going on.
Give it to him.
Less than 1%.
God, that was great. Oh, that was so much fun.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, are you kidding? That was, I cried, I laughed, everything in between. It was great. It was freaking great.
Did you enjoy the show?
Loved it. It's appropriate for our time now.
We're here for this concert, which is really wonderful. I knew a few of the songs, but not all of them, but it's wonderful that they have the words up there so you can sing along. And the singers are doing an absolute wonderful job.
It reminds us of many, or me I should say, of many of the concerts that we have gone to for the past 50 years with folk music. We've been to many Pete Seeger concerts and so many of the other folk singers that have been popular.
You know, starting with the Weavers way back when. But,
right, and Harry Belafonte and Peter Paul and Mary and so forth. So we're enjoying it tremendously.
Really, a
Did you enjoy the show?
Very, very good. It brings back memories of my college days. I went to 2 Central Park protests. I went to 2 Washington, D.C. protests. And I went to a rather conservative college called Wagner in Staten Island. And I was in a tiny group of SDS. And I would imagine that was risky towards life, considering how most of the other students felt there. But it certainly brings back fond memories of those special days. Quite historic, quite profound, very nice indeed.
Thank you so much.
Man, you just pulled that one out.